Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with StewiejP. I'm Stewie, you're not, neither any of these blokes. This is CelestiaLudenberg. CelestiaLudenberg from Babo clan in the UDES 1516. The UDES 1516 is the tier 10 Swedish medium tank. Not the oldest tank line in the game, but certainly one of the most coolest looking tanks. Have a look at it. It's got the low profile. It looks like a sports car. It looks absolutely fantastic. It's got the 120 millimeter Swedish gun on it, 440 alpha damage, 254 penetration with standard ammunition, which is APCR, and the heat rounds are premium for 310 millimeters of penetration. He's on airfield, he's gone south, and it's like 50-50, half tier 10, a half tier 9 battle. Now it doesn't have a massive amount of armor on this thing, but it's very, very well angled, and you can sort of see that as CelestiaLudenberg drives around. Not only is it low profile, which means that if you're poking over ridgelines and stuff like that, you're a pretty small target because you're so low to the enemy team. But it's also quite well angled. I mean, the hull is quite flat, but that turret is very, very well angled. You see, he blocked a couple of shots here. One from the Leopard PTA at tier 9, one from the enemy UDES 1516 at tier 10. And as mentioned, the gun's pretty good on this bad boy. 254 millimeters of penetration, not too bad for standard rounds, and that's what he blocked from the enemy Swedish tier 10 medium tank. As mentioned, it's half tier 10, half tier 9 on this battle. CelestiaLudenberg's been playing this game for a while now. He's no dummy. He's got a mark of excellence on this bad boy. Of course, the Swedish mark of excellence, so that yellow or orange sort of stripe on the gun barrel. One zip to score. He's just fired a shot towards where he thinks maybe that Leopard PTA might be sniping from. And looking at the mini map, there's a lot of tanks here. There's a lot of tanks here where Celestia is, and well, there's one of them. There's a Leopard PTA. Didn't need a blind shot to put a shot into the side of the German tier 9 medium tank, sniping back there from the baseline. Shoots and damages the UDES 1516 on the enemy team, taking him down to 1,489 hit points. And just by firing a couple of shots, he's already up to nearly 1,300 hit points of damage. Oh, that would have been a beautiful... Yep, he's going to give it to him. He gets it to another 398 hit points. Taken out of the Leopard PTA, brings his score up to nearly 1,700. One zips a score. The enemy team have lost the back chat early on. Not sure what happened over there. I think that might have happened in the north. Looking at the mini-map, you can see that CelestiaLudenberg's team has got a very, very good presence in the north. There's a couple of conquerors up there, tier 9 British heavy tanks fighting with an IS-7 and a Type 5 and an E3 on the enemy team up there. Celestia picks up his first kill, getting rid of the tier 9 German medium tank and bringing the score up to 2 zip. 2,500 damage done so far. And he's playing, you wouldn't say conservatively, he's right at the front line here, but he's choosing not to poke because there's a lot of enemy tanks here. They all start shooting him, he's going to be gone. Still full health on 1,950 hit points, and 1,950 hit points isn't a bad amount of hit points for a tier 10 medium tank, and he's just playing with the enemy team. He's taken a bit of damage out of him, 2,500. He's blocked 860, which isn't too bad for a medium tank. 2, 3, 4 minutes into the game, 3 or 4 minutes into the game on airfield. He's just kicking back here with his low profile. Unlucky not to pen that shot into the French tier 9. But with his low profile, this mound of sand here, that's enough to give him enough cover to just peek and play around and try and get to these enemy tanks. And what's happening here? The enemy have said, right, we're not going to stuff around with this bloke anymore. We're going to go get him. And there's a Mausken at tier 9 as well as a T54E1, which is a heavy tank now. It used to be a medium. CelestiaLudenberg thinking, oh, look out. We need to get some guns out of the game. Cots a damaging shot for 450 hit points. Shoots the UDES 1516 for 475. Brings his damage up to 3.5. And he's thinking, oh, he's got to do something here. We've got to either get rid of this tank or those two heavy tanks that are trying to flank him. Loses 432 health, doesn't manage to penetrate the enemy UDES, and now he spots a Centurion Action X sniping back there from where that's where the Leopard was. Now, if these tanks push on him, he's dead. Let's get that straight. If they push on him, he's dead. He's got 4,000 damage. He's blocked a bit. He's spotted a bit, but his teammates that are trying to help him, they're crumbling, and you can see on the mini map the K91 has decided that's it. I'm out of here, and he's doing a runner, which is not sure. He's got all of his health, but. Celestia's thinking, gee, don't run too far away, K91. I want your DPM to be able to help me and try to get rid of this guy. The FV215B183 does the right thing there, takes away the enemy Tier 10 Swedish Medium Tank, and now Celestia's up against these two heavy tanks. The Type 61 there as well, you can see that. If this Type pushes on him with the T54E1 and the mouse gun, which were last spotted just around here, they'd have him, and they'd probably win the game. But let's see. Let's see what CelestiaLudenberg does. He's sitting here. We haven't paused the game. He's sitting here thinking, rightio, what are they going to do? What are they going to do indeed? He's got 8 standard rounds remaining. 14 premium rounds, the heat rounds. I'm not sure if he's fired any of them. He might have fired 1 or 2. 4,000 damage done so far. 1,198 assisted damage. He's just sitting here thinking, well, I can't push on them. So but surely they have the numbers to push on me. That's what he's got to be thinking, right? Look at the map. All of CelestiaLudenberg's friends are in the north, other than the K91, which is probably making this the T54E1 and the mouse gun. Maybe they're probably reconsidering pushing around this corner now, especially with the backup of the Badger and the FV215B183. And T95 is coming. Maybe is the T95 coming to play now, or is he just rolling very slowly around the cap circle? Who knows? We'll see what happens to him later on in this game. Down goes the AMX-30, killed by the 60 TP in the north. Again, CelestiaLudenberg's team have a number-wise. It looks like they've got a pretty good advantage over there in the normal heavy tank brawling part of airfield. The Leopard PTA sniping back there. The WZ132A, I'm not sure if he's flipped his tank or something, but he's been there for some time. He might be getting some great assisted damage. I'm not too sure. But a big presence there in the heavy tank brawling area. It looks like they've just took some health out of the Type 61, the Type 5, pardon me, the Type 5 heavy tank is up there. The T110E3. The Type 5 might be the one they're worried about. I'm not sure. They're holding him back there, that's for sure. There's no artillery in this battle as CelestiaLudenberg gets spotted, this time by the Mauschen. So it looks like the Mauschen has backed up and come up to try to fight on this ridgeline. And Celestia will be thinking, well, that's probably not a bad thing for me. That's what he's been thinking. He's tapped the 2 key. He's grabbed those heat rounds for that extra penetration, 310 millimeters of penetration compared to 254, so an extra 56 millimeters of penetration. Because, well, it's a mouse gun. It's only tier 9, but it's a big, heavily armored German tank. Anyway, what's he going to do? He's sitting here just being patient. The K91's going forward, and I don't know. Well, maybe he's put the kettle on. Maybe he's that confident. All right, I'll put the kettle on, make myself a quick cup of tea, and then we'll get into this. The K91 with the backup of the T95 is going to push around this southern part, and so Celestia's thinking, rightio, now's my chance. We've got some friends now. There's 3 enemy tanks there. There's one of them as he shoots the turret of the Centurion Action X. No, there's 4 there now, so he's going to have to get this gun firing. Because if they win this, the scoreboard will look a hell of a lot better than it currently does. 4-6, so they're down by 2 tanks. Looks like those medium tanks are getting out of here, and now the enemy team are getting shot by tanks from 2 directions. The Badger, as well as CelestiaLudenberg, shooting into him from the top of the hill. Just got that shot into the back of the T54E1. Something pretty big just hit, tracked, and damaged the Badger, taking him down to a little bit less health. He lost another 300 hit points. He's down to 900. CelestiaLudenberg on 1,087. Here comes the Mauschen. The Badger goes down to the T54E1. The Super Conqueror kills the T54 lightweight. That's got to be up there in the north. And now the enemy team are trying to plough into him. He bounces the Mauschen, doesn't penetrate. The Mauschen gets killed by the T95. That's lucky. That's lucky for the T95. The T95 got flanked. He would have been GORN gone. Puts one into the side of the Type 61. Sends him back to the garage. All of a sudden they're winning 8-11. Here comes a Centurion Action X. He's thinking, rightio, I'll cop a damaging shot, but I'll shoot him. I think he might beat him on the reload. I'm not too sure. But better to be safe than sorry. Pulls back. It has got a pretty fast firing gun. The Centurion Action X, Act Tier 10. The T54E1's just been spotted back around there. Here's a one-shot as well. Down goes the Cax to the K91. And pretty good push there by CelestiaLudenberg's team. I think they were outnumbered, but they still won that push because they had the hit points, they shot well, and all of a sudden, CelestiaLudenberg from Babo clan is up to nearly 7,000 hit points of damage, but he's still got a bit of work to do. The score's 11-9. They're winning, but they haven't won this game yet. The last remaining tanks were all spotted in this heavy brawling area on airfield. There's a Type 5 heavy tank with 1,050 odd health. He says, well, I'll have some of that if that's okay. Shoots him once, brings his damage up to 7,500 damage. There's the Type 5 again. As you get that one bounces. It's not made out of paper. The Tier 10 Japanese heavy tank, one of the biggest hit point pinata tanks in the game. The K91 going for a very dank flanking manoeuvre. If you can see that on the mini-map or just up there. Looks like he's going around these heavy tanks. And CelestiaLudenberg keeping the attention of the Type 5 heavy. Something just hit him for 300 hit points. Takes him down to 329. Celestia will be like, well, wouldn't mind another kill. Wouldn't mind another kill indeed. I reckon that'd be pretty cool. Looking at the thing, aims, takes his time, hits the rock. That's RNG for you. You've only got 10 bullets left, and all of a sudden, they're losing a few tanks. That K91, a very brave K91, just got killed. And now it's 11-11, 4 versus 4. The IS-7, Type 5, FV4, 005, and the Skoda on the enemy team. 3 tier 10s and 1 tier 9 versus CelestiaLudenberg and the UDES 1516. The FV215B 183, Leopard PTA, and the Type 9 and the T95 on Celestia's team. He's got this, I reckon. He's no dummy, but he's only got 9 bullets left. Don't tell me there's going to be a Faden's medal. I don't think it is. We'll see. 11-11. You're seeing an idea. What am I going to have to do? You have to relocate. The T95 kills the Type 5 heavy tank, evening up the scoreboard. Well, evening up the amount of tier 10s left on each team. But they're only up by 1. One lucky shot from the enemy team, and look at that. He's on 11. He's on 1300. He was on 1300 hit points. The IS-7. The IS-7 can be dangerous. Don't worry about that. Now he's only got 1 premium round left, but that's lucky. That doesn't really matter because the IS-7's the only one with a big amount of armor. Now something spots him down here. Would it be the Skoda? The Skoda could be anywhere. He pings the map. Up top, he says in the in-game chat. That's probably where the Skoda was. Looks like he might be going to take a little bit of a wide berth here. Let's quicken up the replay. See if we can get him straight back to the action. There's the Skoda. There's the Skoda. Shoots and misses the tier 9 auto loading Czech medium tank. He's on 662 health, but he's got to get in. He's got to get this gun in the game. He's looking there, and he's got rocks. Oh, this might work. No, it doesn't. The rocks are in the way. 13-11. They're looking good, but they haven't won anything yet. 13-11 the score. 2 kills to CelestiaLudenberg from Babo clan in the UDES 1516. 8,272 hit points of damage. 1,350 damage blocked by armor. That's not bad for a medium tank. And nearly 1,200 assisted damage. 2 tanks remain. The FV4 005, which hasn't been seen for some time. CelestiaLudenberg's got 7 bullets left. Looking there towards where he thinks the FV might be. FB last seen just over there. Not in these bushes here, not up top, but oh, here we go. This will be easy money. Back of the Skoda, shoots him once, takes him down to 194 hit points. Now, by the time the Skoda turns around, he'll have him. He's not even going to turn around. Bang! Oh, he bounces the back. You're joking. He bounces the back of the tier 9 medium tank. Aims. Oh, yes, that'll do. 14-11 with 4 bullets remaining. The FB4 005. Is the last tank. Now, I reckon CelestiaLudenberg will have a pretty good crew in this. He'll be able to spot out that British tank destroyer without even being seen up here on the perch. And it looks like the Leopard PTA. Oh, the FV215B 183 kills the original Death Star, kills the FV4 005, and we're going to call that one a win. We'll call that a win. No problems whatsoever. CelestiaLudenberg from Babo clan of the UDES 1516. What a legend. Let's have a look at the result before we wind up today's video. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. It's also the Spotter Medal. Bruiser, 5 for effect. He's got 2 bonds for the high caliber and for doing more damage than anybody else. One of those blind shots must have hit because in-game it indicated 8,900 damage. But he actually got more than 9k. 9,362 hit points of damage. 3 kills, 1,354 base experience for the Ace, 1,350 damage blocked by armor, 1,198 assisted damage, and he even made 91,000 credits. That's after tax with a premium account in that 13.5-minute game. CelestiaLudenberg, you're a legend, mate. Thank you very much for the replay. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.